Hello everybody, this is Molly. How are y'all doing? Well, I've got a St. Patty's Day mini album to show you, and yes, I fully know that it is a week after St. Patty's Day, or almost a week after St. Patty's Day, but I've been working on it since then. Just got inspired with the upcoming St. Patty's Day holiday, so I made a mini album with a collection of pretty green papers that I had, and featured some of the women in my family that have got Irish blood in their veins, that are my ancestors, and now my daughter-in-law. So let me share this little mini album with you. Some of you may remember I had made this little frame. I didn't make the frame. I used this little frame from Michael's and had featured a picture of my mother-in-law in it. She has flaming red hair. She's passed away now, but in just beautiful ice blue eyes, freckles, just a pretty little picture of an Irish girl. And so I used that on the cover, and then some ribbons and flowers that I put some little, I don't know if you can see them all poked in there, little different shades of green rhinestones. Used a couple of I am roses, some of their green flowers there. And then the papers I used are from a real old collection. It's been fun going through my old stash now that I've cleaned up my room a little bit. It's from Little Yellow Bicycle. So enjoyed using that. So here's the cover to my salute to St. Patty's Day, so to speak. Okay, now when you open it up, let me see if I can do this. I'm kind of working through the legs of the tripod. Sorry, it's coming apart. Okay, the front cover, I used a Martha Stewart punch there, and just a piece from the Little Yellow Bicycle. It came with a little, remember I've had the pages for years, so it came with a little collection of embellishments and things that I used, and so that's one of them. And I just used a pretty old Making Memories brad there, and either EK Success or Martha Stewart punch there. And aren't those papers pretty? Now some of them are a Little Yellow Bicycle, and some of them are then papers that I got from Best Creations from my friend Sue, who had sent them to me, and I love them. I went on the internet and found some cute little Irish blessings and proverbs and things, printed them, and I downloaded a Celtic font from Dafont, DAFONT.com, Dafont.com, and they have some beautiful, thousands of fonts you can download and use free. So I used that one to print this. Excuse me. And then this flower here, which I just adore, is from Petaloo. I ordered it in several different colors from an eBay seller, and I love them. And then this was one of the embellishments. Here's just a tag I cut from the paper line, Room for More Pictures, and an old Irish blessing. I think we all know that one. So thought that was cute. And then here's my namesake Molly. She's my great grandmother, but my dad's mom passed away when he was just a babe, so she actually was like his mom, and everybody that knew her just loved her. You can see I inherited her beautiful chin. No, she's my namesake. Love her to death. From what I understood, she was a wonderful woman. Took in her grandson, raised, of course, her own son, and then ended up raising a nephew, his son, a neighborhood child, and just she was just a wonderful, warm, open heart. So, and then of course the corner punches there. Love the paper line. Okay, the next page, I haven't finished doing anything here, but I'm going to show you a couple more pieces. I had showed you from Monique Mason's Butterbee Scrap Shop, and oh my God, she's got the most beautiful pieces of metal and great prices. So anyway, but this was one of those fold-up envelopes that came with the line. And then here's Molly, my great-grandmother when she was younger, and just a wonderful, free spirit, loving heart. But this piece of metal from Monique's shop, I took it and just cut out one of the pieces of papers, kind of one of the embellishments there, poked it just the right size, and then glossy accented it in there, and I just love how that came out. Popped it up just a little bit. So cute as a button. And then, of course, a little bit of a story about her on the back. Her name was Molly Chandler. And then this font you see there, that capital M, that one I think is called Celtic Caps or Celtic Rose Caps or something. But anyway, from Dafont, they've got some just wonderful choices of fonts. So there's that. And then that was one of the envelopes that came. This next page, I haven't put all the pictures in. Again, I just used, this was one of the papers that came, typed up one of those things. Instead of cutting just a keyhole or a circle or something there, I cut a little butterfly out. And then this is more the paper. This is, the paper already had glitters and embellishments on it. And then this I just stamped with some Lindy Stamp Gang And I don't know if you can see, but you know how Lindy's stamp gang, everything is like a multiple tone, just beautiful shining. More of the petaloo flowers. And then that's a picture of Molly and her son Julius, who was my grandfather. So this Protestant Irish woman married a Jewish man whose both of their families were relatively new to America. And that was their son Julius. And then this was a child that she adopted whose name was Mamie, and she was my fairy godmother aunt. So like I say, this woman was just an open door to people in need and things. So lucky to have had her in our life. Now here is Molly and her husband Julius when they were much older, and laughter is the best medicine. From what I understood from family members, they were just a joyous, fun-loving couple. He did pass away a few years before her, but they were just everybody that knew them just loved them to death. And all. Here's more of those petaloo flowers in a blue shade. Did a little bit of stamping, stamped that and raised it up. Stamped along the bottom a little bit. So anyway, there's an insert there. There? Isn't it there? Okay. And then you can see where the little butterfly shows the different colors. Okay, on the next page, this is my mother-in-law Mimi, and her last name was Corman, which is a good Celtic Irish name. And I love this picture of her. You get a little bit more of the hint of her red hair and her beautiful blue eyes. Just wonderful complexion. This piece right here was from Michael's on sale, and it's from the jewelry department. It's like links that you'd buy for, I guess, to make a bracelet or something. But I flattened it out, cut off the hooks on the back of it so it would lay a little flatter, and I just love it. Put a few pieces of bling there, an epoxy corner, and highlighted that picture of Mimi. So I love it. And then this is another one of the pieces of metals from Monique's shop, and I just put a little green rhinestone in there. Another little tag from the line. And then here's another that picture blown up of Mimi, where you can see her little freckles and cute hair. Little piece of lace that I just touched ever so lightly with Tim Holtz peeled paint, distress inks, and then kind of washed it out real quick so you get just a hint of green. This pretty ribbon is from May Arts. And again, kind of had fun going on the internet, looking up the Irish prayers. And then there's a picture of Mimi when she was a little girl. What a cutie. What a cutie. Okay, and in a pocket I could put some more things in. The next page is my sweet daughter-in-law, Brienne. There's my son. Don't they look like a nice little Irish couple? This was before they were married. And, oh, here, let's see. This is kind of moving around on me a little bit. I need to reattach it. This is one of the pieces I got from Monique's shop. And what I did was I cut it in half and then just had it coming out from behind the flowers. More of those petaloo flowers, more of the ribbon. Used an EK Success or Martha Stewart punch there. Just backed the edge of it with green, so it not only adds the color, but it adds a little stability. Another one of the epoxy corners. Isn't that cute? Cute couple. And then a couple of more tags. Here, that one I haven't done anything with yet. I have just dozens more sayings. And that's certainly what we'd wish for our children. May the saddest day of your future be no worse than the happiest day of your past. So in other words, every day just get better and better for them. Okay, this was one of the pieces that came with the embellishment kit from the Little Yellow Bicycle. And it folds open this way. Folds open this way, put the magnet there, folds open that way. I haven't filled it up yet, as you can see. And this, of course, is a really old thing for making memories. Some of the word definitions. This piece right here is, of course, the back of that fold out, another tag. And then this picture of Brienne against our azalea bushes a couple of years ago. So cute. You can see where some more stuff would tuck in there, or I could put a picture or a saying behind there. Another one of the butterflies from Monique's shop. The magnet's kind of attracting it. And then this stone was from, I don't remember, but I bought it from Michael's a couple of years back. And these pretty embellies here are something Sue sent me, some packages of die cuts, which I love. Okay, this next page, is that in focus? I hope it is. This was the paper clay piece of art I had used that I made, and some really old ribbon, cut the edge. Again, I lined it with a different shade of green. And then this piece right here, I painted the whole thing kind of a golden coppery color, and then put some, some of the mica colors on top of it in a green, so I gave it a pretty look. And then here's some of the tags. And then this tag right here, I love that paper. It's got the definition, Brienne, and then it's a Celtic Irish Gaelic name. and that she's a beautiful, wonderful young woman. And of course, that's one of those caps blown up. And I like it. Okay, so there's that. And then it talks about the name Brienne meaning strong, noble, exalted. And this picture from her wedding day is just one of my absolute favorites. She looks so regal. And again, another piece from Monique's shop. I love it. Okay, and then the last couple of pages will be for me. My name is Molly, of course. So I've got my great-grandmother, my mother-in-law, my daughter-in-law, and me. So, you know, 4 or 5 generations of my son's family, women in his life, that are all Irish. And this is another one of the making memories, words definition that I love. This page right here is just, I love this piece. It was in a pretty shade of green. Another one of Monique's metal pieces. Cut it in half, stuck it out, you know, stretched it out behind there. Used some of the rhinestones from Michael's. I haven't put my pictures in there, but of course my pages are going to be, you know, pictures of me, and then of course about documenting our family history and how much I love scrapbooking and, you know, sharing these memories. Just adhered down some lace there. Made myself a paper clip, you know, butterfly paper clip using E6000 glue, and it does come out if I could do it. And then of course just made myself another little sticker. Dance as if no one were watching, sing as if no one were listening, and live every day as if it were your last. And I stuck that underneath there. I'll be able to put a picture. And then the back page, I'm going to put a thing right there that says my lucky charm, and then put a picture of my son and talk about you know, the women in his life, so to speak. Now, this little book, let me see if I can fold it over where you can see it. I don't know if you can see, but this whole thing would pull out. The book was from Zutter. I got it on sale from an internet store. It's got a plastic piece that tucks in there. So you cover the whole cover, and then there's a pocket on the back. Let me see if I can fold this over, that I put this paper over. And then the back piece of this, which is plastic, slips underneath there. So I am definitely going to be stealing that idea, because I like the openness of this, to make another album, which I hope it works for me. There's a trick to getting the little back pocket just tight enough and all. But I love how it opens up nice and clean. You can use your Bind It All or Zutter or Cinch, whatever you want. And it makes a pretty covering. Now, you know, with no embellishment, it would sit pretty on your shelf, but it even sits pretty on the table. So happy St. Patty's Day belated to all of you. Celebrate your heritage. That's what's, you know, I just love about scrapbooking. And thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all are having a great weekend upcoming. And the luck of the Irish to all of you. Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Like it if you do. Bye-bye.